Hello. Well, lately we've heard a lot about hand washing and how it can protect us from picking up something really nasty. But why is it so effective? Well, in this sort of Virtually Rick, the science of washing our hands and why we should all be in a lather. First up, some numbers. It's been estimated that only around a fifth of the world washes its hands. Gross and kind of stupid, especially when you realise that hand washing is proven to reduce the bacteria that causes stomach bugs by up to 40% and cut school sickness by up to 60%. Viruses, though, are different than bacteria. They aren't alive and need us to live on to help them multiply. They use our cells' genetic stuff to replicate and reproduce themselves, like measles, chickenpox, and the common cold. And as you know, you can't cure a cold with antibiotics. Viruses, then, are like nano-sized grease balls. They can hang out on surfaces where they can live for several days. If you get them on your hands, then you can transfer them to others by shaking theirs, or infect yourself by touching your face or rubbing your eyes. The COVID-19 virus just loves mucous membranes of the eyes, nose and mouth. It's their front door, their way in. Nice. So here's why soap is so powerful. It's like a team of superheroes going into action. It contains molecules called amphiphiles that act like mini magnets, attracting and repelling water, fats and proteins. Ever poured some dishwashing liquid into a tray full of greasy water? Well, the amphiphiles grab the grease and tear into it, pulling it into the water. The COVID-19 grease balls don't have strong bonds holding them together, so the soap rips into their fatty protein shells, and when you hand wash with soap, you're basically taking off their coat, making them water soluble and disintegrating them, going harmlessly down the drain. And that takes a while to do. You're sending soap into battle. You need to give it time to kick some virus butt, because your skin is a wrinkly place full of areas for the virus to hide, which is why scientists say 20 seconds. Anything less and it's like sending in your team for a seek and destroy mission but pulling them out early. However, you can win the battle every time if you focus and wash your hands thoroughly with soap and running water. But if you can't do that, then obviously use hand sanitizer. This cost me $150 on the internet. And although it's the same as soap, sort of, well, you actually need a high concentration of alcohol to have the same sort of effect. Over 60% alcohol, in fact. It's a bit like washing a dirty plate with some hand sanitizer. It doesn't really get into all the nooks and crannies like good old-fashioned soap. And forget about getting antibacterial soap. It's a virus, not bacteria. And scientists are adamant that the temperature of the running water doesn't matter either. It's the soap that does. So now you know why hand washing with soap and water is such a powerful force. Tell your friends, help them to understand that by doing something as simple as this for just 20 seconds at a time could literally make the difference between life and death for you or someone you haven't met yet. After all, now more than ever we can see that we're actually all one big family. We need to take care of each other, and soap and water is the first and last line of defense.